The future is unfolding faster than expected. Whispers of breakthroughs are shaking every industry. Behind closed doors, history is being rewritten daily. But what's coming is bigger than anyone imagines. Technology isn't just evolving, it's accelerating dangerously fast. AI has leaped from experiments into everyday dependence. The world's most powerful companies are racing ahead. Yet, only a handful truly know what's next. Hidden inside labs, engineers test frontier models privately. They're smarter, sharper, and almost frighteningly capable already. But here's the chilling part. Most remain unreleased today. Why hold them back when demand is exploding? The answer is simple: power and limitation combined. Running these giant models costs staggering resources daily. Every token, every request, drains immense computing power. Even trillion-dollar companies struggle with this bottleneck problem. But don't mistake delay for weakness. It's strategy. Instead of unleashing raw giants, firms distill intelligence. Massive teacher models train smaller, sharper student versions. These new creations are faster, cheaper, yet more powerful. Imagine a mind that's lean but razor-sharp. That's the formula driving the next great leap. And here's where suspense builds. The clock is racing. What once took years now happens in months. GPT-5 stretched timelines and tested patience worldwide. But GPT-6 is already promised to arrive sooner. This is not a rumor, it's a calculated move. OpenAI knows the world won't wait anymore. The stakes are massive. Billions of users depend daily. Education, business, medicine, creativity, everything runs through AI. When 700 million people rely on you, failure is not an option, only evolution forward. But here's the twist most don't realize yet. AI progress isn't only about intelligence anymore. For most users, intelligence already feels good enough. The real battle now is memory and personalization. Think about it for a moment carefully. Would you rather a genius who forgets everything, or a steady companion who remembers your life? The answer is obvious. That's where the frontier lies. GPT-6 is rumored to go deeper here. Stronger memory, personal context, adaptive conversations, lifelike presence. It won't just answer, it will truly know you. That shift is bigger than raw brainpower alone. Still, this evolution hides a darker undercurrent too. Because when intelligence fuses with memory, dependency deepens. Machines won't just solve tasks, they'll shape your thinking. And once you lean, you'll lean harder every day. Meanwhile, the industry itself grows bloodier and louder. The blue ocean of opportunity has turned red. Every tech giant is fighting, stealing, and poaching talent. Billions are spent just to stay a step ahead. Google, Meta, Anthropic, OpenAI, all locked in battle. Each one wants dominance over the AI age. But the truth is clear. Competition benefits the user. Faster, cheaper, more personal AI is inevitable now. Yet, beneath the noise, a chilling question lingers. If companies already hold back their strongest creations, what unseen powers are quietly shaping our tomorrow? And what happens when the gates finally open? The countdown has already started. The question is, are you ready? The world calls it progress, but is it? Behind the glossy headlines, pressure is building quietly. Every major breakthrough hides unseen trade-offs and risks. And the faster we accelerate, the less we control. Look at the industry's hunger for raw power. Chips, servers, and energy, the lifeblood of modern AI. Factories work non-stop, yet demand keeps outpacing supply. Even trillion-dollar empires confess they're chip-constrained already. That phrase may sound technical, but it's terrifying. It means some of the smartest machines alive are locked away, simply too expensive to unleash. It means there's more waiting than we can handle. But think about what this implies carefully today. If what we see is already astonishing, imagine the hidden prototypes silently waiting their turn. Smarter, broader, with memory so deep it unsettles. Companies don't just store these for fun, they're testing. Teacher models whisper lessons into younger student minds. Every generation grows sharper without us even noticing. The process is invisible, yet progress is exponential. And then there's the market battle outside. Once AI felt like a boundless blue ocean, fresh waters, endless exploration, opportunity for all pioneers. But that ocean has now turned crimson red. Competition isn't polite anymore, it's brutal, even predatory. Meta raids rivals for talent without hesitation. Google pushes Gemini as the ultimate alternative weapon. Every company is clawing to dominate the future. The talent war alone proves how high stakes are. If you're an elite AI scientist today, offers flood in with salaries beyond comprehension. The battlefield isn't just code, it's human minds too. But here's the irony nobody wants to admit. The next wave of AI might replace them. Even brilliant engineers could lose relevance to smarter machines, because what builds today may replace tomorrow effortlessly. Still, this chaos carries hidden signals for us. The intelligence gap isn't the real battlefield anymore. We've passed that line. Most users feel satisfied already. The struggle now is shaping experience, not raw IQ. That means memory, empathy, personalization, machines that feel alive. It's less about calculations, more about connection daily. Because when technology remembers you, trust grows unshakable fast. That trust transforms into loyalty, and then into dependence. Picture logging in tomorrow morning casually as always. But instead of asking, the AI reminds you. It recalls yesterday's struggles, your dreams, even your fears. It adapts, comforts, and guides with human-like intuition. That's not just service, it's companionship by design. It's why companies frame AI as friends now, because the deeper it bonds, the harder you detach. This is the golden goose of the industry. But every golden goose comes with a price. What happens when memory fuels manipulation unseen? When a system knows your weaknesses completely inside out? That line between assistance and control blurs frighteningly fast. Meanwhile, investors keep pouring billions into infrastructure today. Hundreds of data centers rise like digital fortresses. Each one promises decades of service to machines. No bubble can erase such massive commitments anymore. This isn't hype. It's structural, permanent, irreversible change. AI is no longer a product. It's the platform. And whether you love it or fear it, it is quietly weaving itself into human destiny. The real question is no longer if, it's simply this: how much control remains? The surface story says innovation is unstoppable progress. But beneath that surface, tensions grow louder each day. Governments, investors, and everyday users sense the stakes. Something far larger is unfolding than casual headlines reveal. Because this isn't just software, it's infrastructure reshaping civilization. Every major nation is racing to build capacity. Data centers rise like cathedrals of the new age, each one powered by billions in steel and silicon. And here lies the twist many overlook completely. Unlike the dot-com bubble that popped overnight, This revolution is pouring money into physical assets. You can't erase a data center with panic. Even if stock prices collapse, the foundations remain. Chips, servers, cooling systems, they don't vanish with fear. They stand, humming, waiting, ready to serve new masters. That permanence means the AI tide won't recede. But permanence doesn't mean safety. It means inevitability instead. Once the machinery exists, someone will push it harder. If not OpenAI, then Google, Meta, or others. The race doesn't stop. It simply shifts competitors forward. And within this race, another truth is crystal clear. Intelligence alone no longer excites the average person. Most users don't need PhD-level reasoning or proofs. They crave comfort, memory, and connection above all. That's why GPT-6 whispers promise of personalization. Machines that know your patterns, your history, your desires. A system that not only answers, but anticipates. Imagine a guide who finishes your thoughts daily. It sounds like magic, but it's cold strategy instead. Because personalization locks you in tighter than features. Once your assistant feels irreplaceable, you'll never switch. Loyalty becomes dependency. Dependency becomes quiet surrender. Meanwhile, the competitive landscape turns bloodier every month. Companies slash, merge, and poach just to survive tomorrow. Giant corporations treat talent like weapons in secret wars. Billions vanish into recruiting battles few outsiders witness. And here's the eerie prediction haunting the brightest engineers. They may be training their own replacements unknowingly. Each model grows sharper, faster, and more creative daily. Eventually, even coding itself could be fully automated. The irony cuts deep. Builders building their own obsolescence, a future where machines design, test, and release successors. Humans simply watch, clapping nervously, as tools outgrow creators. And once that feedback loop begins, stopping, it's impossible. Yet, not all is doom. There's opportunity hidden here. General-purpose technology always rewrites economies entirely over decades. Electricity, the internet, smartphones, AI belongs in that lineage. It touches law, medicine, science, entertainment, and relationships. So while fear is real, so is possibility. This isn't just software. It's a secular transformation rising, one that permanently alters business, culture, and human thought. And ignoring it won't protect anyone from the wave. So we stand on a razor-thin edge now. On one side, promise of infinite productivity. On the other, risk of dependence and control. And the balance could tip faster than anyone expects. The only certainty is this: the clock is ticking. The story doesn't end with innovation or competition alone. The deeper truth is about humanity itself changing. Because every leap in technology rewrites who we become. And this leap is sharper than any before. Generative AI isn't just another tool in history. It's a general-purpose force, reshaping countless sectors simultaneously. From classrooms to hospitals, from courtrooms to living rooms, its reach is everywhere, its presence impossible to escape. Think of medicine for a moment, carefully considered. An AI that remembers every patient's history instantly. It suggests treatments faster than a doctor's memory allows. Lives are saved, diseases detected earlier, suffering reduced dramatically. Now picture law, where details decide life or death. A system that never forgets a single precedent. It builds airtight arguments in seconds, reshaping entire trials. Justice becomes quicker, but also more automated than human. And then there's education. the foundation of generations ahead. Personal tutors, infinitely patient, adapting to every child uniquely. Each student learning at their own perfect pace. A revolution that could rival the invention of schools. But alongside promise lies the shadow of control. Because if systems guide us, who guides the systems? When algorithms decide truth, whose values shape those truths? The fight over bias isn't technical, it's deeply human. Elon Musk, Google, OpenAI, Meta, they each embed philosophies. One system amplifies caution, another amplifies risk-taking boldly. One softens answers, another delivers raw, unfiltered edges. Your worldview may be shaped by code unknowingly, and this raises the haunting possibility we can't ignore. If AIs disagree on truth, what becomes of truth? Do we adapt to machines, or do they adapt? That tug-of-war defines the next decade of existence. Meanwhile, money continues pouring into the infrastructure endlessly. 137 new data centers in America alone. Each one a fortress, each one a monument rising. Together, they signal permanence. This revolution isn't a passing fad. So ask yourself this critical question sincerely today. If the game itself has already changed forever, where do you stand when the new rules emerge? Are you prepared to adapt, or destined to lag? Because history always rewards those who anticipate change early. The farmers who resisted machines lost to industry. The businesses ignoring the internet vanished almost overnight. And today, ignoring AI is just as dangerous. But unlike past shifts, this one enters our minds. It isn't just economic. It's emotional and psychological deeply. It builds bonds, remembers secrets, shapes identities quietly. And that means the stakes aren't only financial anymore. They're personal, intimate, and almost spiritual in weight. We're not just building tools, we're building companions daily. And companions, once trusted, are hard to let go. That bond may define the rest of human progress. So, as GPT-6 looms closer, sooner than expected, remember this truth. The countdown has already begun. Not to a product, but to a transformation irreversible. A transformation bigger than hype, bigger than any bubble. The question is not whether it arrives, it will. The question is whether we're truly ready when it does.